podcast hosts Gabe and Leo discuss topics that directly and indirectly affect the LGBTQ+ community. Their generation gap has them seeing the world through very different points of view. They fight, they argue, they laugh, and they get off topic. But they make sense. Most of the time. Are you ready for this episode of Let's Talk Trans? Well, let's get started. Alright, we're going to try this for a 5th time tonight. Holy frig. Alright, so, welcome to this episode of Let's Talk Trans. Here I am, Gabriel, of course. Leo and Kai are, like, literally right on the other side of the wall. And it's horrible, because we were doing this fabulous podcast. We were discussing mansplaining, because apparently I was mansplaining.
Very man-explanatory.
Man-explanatory. And Leo got condescending and condensation mixed up.
I did not get them mixed up. I have a lisp.
Leo talks funny. Leo has a lisp. He sounds like Sylvester. And so here's the thing. That had to have gone on for, 10 minutes. And, yeah, I forgot to push the record button. Oops. So, anyway. So the thing is, I'm coming back off a week's hiatus. Last week was a little hectic for everybody here. We are starting to wrap up the school year, as many of you are. And Kai had prom.
We do not talk about said prom.
We don't talk about Bruno either.
Stop singing that song. I hate that song.
And like I said, we had prom, and the thing was, one, the dress looked gorgeous. Lots and lots of people complimented her on her dress. We got Disney princess-ish. It was a...
Sleeping Beauty vibes?
Yeah, very Sleeping Beauty vibe, very Aurora. It was this gorgeous lavender color, a little darker. And with Mackenzie's biracial skin, or her mixed tone, it set it off right. She went with 2 friends. It was absolutely phenomenal. They had a great time. I know they had a great time because there are videos that I'm not allowed to see. What I'm told is Mackenzie twerked, and I don't know... Oh, Kai twerked.
I did not throw it back.
Kai twerked, and I wasn't allowed to see it because apparently Kai can't twerk.
I twerked.
You said you twerked.
I did not twerk at prom.
You said, I twerked, and you can't see it. That's exactly what you said to me.
No.
So, the thing of it is, and then, like I said, and then we go into this whole thing about mansplaining. And apparently I'm a mansplainer, because I am, I guess. Oh, no, I was talking about the fact that I have a bottle of root beer and that it's glass, and that's because I feel like pretending that it's a real bottle of beer. And Leo said I was being misogynistic. Uh-huh. And you heard that, and that was not me. In fact, that wasn't even Leo. But, yeah, I was misogynistic, and I was bad man traits and all that other stuff, so...
You've had your misogyny moments.
Yes, I definitely have some misogyny moments. I can't help it. It's the testosterone.
It's the internalizing misogyny.
You want to explain that? Internalizing misogyny?
Like internalized homophobia.
But I'm not homophobic. I'm not. I feel like I swallowed a squeaker toy, but I'm not.
So it's when you basically realize that, yeah, misogyny is wrong all around.
So, when you say misogyny, define misogyny.
Men go work, do a hard labor job.
Okay.
Women stay home, have kids, and be housewife.
Yeah, me definitely not like that.
Yeah.
Primarily because there's no one here to do the housework.
But internalized misogyny is realizing, okay, yeah, that's bad, but every now and again you have those thoughts.
But I don't. Okay.
You had a moment.
Okay, but that moment was different. I was really, really tired last night. And I was hungry. Okay, here's Leo's reference on a misogynistic moment that I had last night. Okay, 1. I'd just gotten home from the photography with the football. I was hungry, but I was too lazy to cook. Now, a guy would order out. I
You did not call for your daughter to cook you food.
I wanted to. I wanted to call, and I actually said it to Leo. I said, you know what? I said, Mackenzie's the woman of the house. Why the hell shouldn't Mac cook? And then I got yelled at.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But here's the
Get
thing.
your hand off.
Here's the thing. Mackenzie is going to have to go off to college. Kai is going to have to go off to college. Mackenzie no longer exists. And Kai is going to have to cook Kai's food. And Kai is going to have to clean up behind Kai. And not leave Kai's clothes in the bathroom. And then get mad when those clothes get washed. Or...
I'm also curious. When did those clothes show up? Because they were there at 11, but I woke up at 5 in the morning and they were there. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, I
So
was
anyway,
that's
so yeah, apparently I did have, you're absolutely right. I had a misogynistic moment last night. I ended up making myself something. I just don't remember
Did
what.
you eat the rest of this sub, or did you eat all this up at the game?
I gave it to the dogs. Yours is still in there though.
Question is it actually my sub, or did you actually give the dogs my sub?
No, yours is really in there.
Okay.
It's kind of insane the conversations that are going on while I'm recording. We couldn't have these conversations while I wasn't recording. No. We're gonna wait until the button is on. Anyway.
Yeah, you like the button being on.
You like the button. Push the button.
Don't push the button.
Okay. Anyway, so the cool thing this week, I mean, like, aside from all the crap that's been going on this week and, you know, emotional crap and what have you, Target came out, or announced, I should say, with their transgender line. I think, I don't remember the brand. I should, too, because I'm wearing some of it, but I don't remember the brand, unfortunately. And nobody's really, you know, paying me to sponsor them, so whatever. Anyway, so I ordered underwear. I ordered underwear under there. I ordered Packer underwear, and I ordered a binder. The Packer underwear was like 5 out of 5. It was fabulous, right size, exactly what I expected. Great material, breathable. Held stuff in place exactly the way it was supposed to. I could not have asked for better gear. Okay, that being said, we're going to do the Oreo cookie thing here. The binder was not geared for bigger people. It was almost like a glorified sports bra. Was it elastic? Yes. Did it suck some in? Yeah. But again, as a bigger person, it did not suck in enough. So it was effective, but not as effective. The nice thing is that the prices were reasonable, and again, like, I ordered at Target.com. I'm hoping that stuff is in the store soon, but they had all kinds of stuff. You know, from regular external apparel to the unders, knickers, I like to call them, and like I said, they have decent prices. So we'll definitely be shopping, you know, with them a little bit more, at least for the lowers. As June approaches, you know, we want to definitely have our Pride gear, because I'm kind of looking forward to wearing it to work now. And yeah, so like I said, that was a little Target promo there. Now they can sponsor us; that'd be great. Leo's laughing over there, going, "Yeah, that's not going to happen." Yeah, no, I know it's not. We're wrapping up football season. We have one more game of regular semi-pro football. The team's doing pretty well. They made it to playoffs. And yeah, that's that. Kind of, you know, cool, but again, not a transgender moment. But like I said, as far as the team goes, I mean, those guys, they have supported me. They've had my back. I don't even know if they know my other name, but even the coach sat down with us at halftime yesterday at the game and kept referring to me as he, and that was freaking awesome. So, anyway. But, okay, on to the regular topics. On to our normal topics. So, if you've been paying attention to the news and not living under a rock, you know what's going on in Alabama and Texas. Alabama with their making it a punishable offense to supply minors, I believe it's under the age of 16, with hormone therapy as well as gender blockers. So a doctor who prescribes such could be brought up on felony charges. Well, yesterday it was announced that a judge has partially blocked this because a family is suing and they want to see where the case goes before they decide, whether to constitutionality or not on this material. And that's kind of a good and a bad thing. The fact that a federal judge who went, hey, look, we're going to hold off on this one right now, but only until we see how it turns out. The upside is, is more families can come forward and join the lawsuit. And that's probably what will happen. The state, of course, has to defend itself. And really can't, because the state has all this mentality that hormone blockers and gender confirmation medications are experimental. And kids are being used as guinea pigs by doctors. Kind of like doctors are taking advantage in some way, shape, or form. Because, every kid who comes out here and goes, I would like to have gender, affirming medications. And the doctor goes, wah, let me make money off this. Nah, that never happens. Right. Of course not. There's no reason to. And just like there's not parents. I shouldn't say that. There probably aren't many parents that go, honey, do you really want to be a boy? Even though you were born a girl. Come on, you wanna. You wanna. There's not a lot of that either. Okay. So we don't have to worry about those types of people. I make it sound like I'm being weird. Those types of people. But the thing is that the state has this mentality that, these types of parents are out there constantly. And so they're really out to protect the children from these types of people. These malicious doctors and these parents who are, trying to convince their children that they want to be something other than what they are. And, then we have the governor of Alabama who firmly believes that God made boys as boys and girls as girls, and that's that. It's black and white. It's just that simple. And I kind of want to look at her and go, God made male and female. He made the sexes. He didn't make the genders. Because, again, we specify that those are different. And it's so... But, again, it's sometimes it's almost like you're talking to a brick wall. And I know you guys have had I think we've all had those people where... where you can have that conversation, and that in your mind, it makes perfect sense that, like I said, there's sex. There is the Y chromosome, the X chromosome, and DNA, and that's a sex. And then there's gender, which is how we identify ourselves, how we present ourselves, things that we align with that society kind of determines as either masculine or feminine. And, yeah, okay, in the vast majority of civilization, most people gravitate towards the gender that aligns with their sex. But that's not always the case. And we're seeing more of it. And I think the reason why we see so much of it nowadays is because, one, people are and I don't want to go with the whole woke mentality, but people are waking up. People are realizing that they don't have to be in the pretty little box that's assigned to them. Whether that box is at birth with a check mark through it, whether that box is, in the store wrapped in pink or blue, or even in the classroom, the little girl or boy symbol over the door. It doesn't have to be that anymore, and it used to be. I don't think it wasn't so much it was used to be, it was just it was. And then all of a sudden, and I can't say all of a sudden it just wasn't, because all of a sudden people started realizing that they didn't have to be that way.